Hello everybody, fellow Titanic enthusiasts. I got another little Titanic related artifact and goodie to share with you. I've shown you guys, so far I've shown you the piece of coal and some other artifacts that I have, the wood particles and the coal and the rusticle. I've shown you guys the big rusticle from the Legacy collection in the first class passenger list. Today what I want to show you guys is I got another piece of coal. This one is commemorating the 100th anniversary of the sinking of Titanic. So let me take it out of the bag it came in and I'll show you guys. Alright, the way this is set up, it comes in a small plastic case, and you can see if you open it up, it actually turns into a little stand. And it'll give you the certificate of authenticity is on the front. Let me zoom in to show you guys. Certificate of authenticity. The coal was recovered from the wreck of the R.M.S. Titanic during the 2000 Titanic Research and Recovery Expedition. It shows you the object, the weight, the origins, South Wales coal, 6 Bells Mine. Authenticated by the company seal. And we have the certificate number of, looks like 1010, R.M.S. Titanic Incorporated. And you can see the small piece of coal. Now, on the other side, let me see if I can zoom out for you. On the opposite side, it's got the newspaper article from the New York Times. Titanic sinks 4 hours after hitting iceberg. 866 rescued by Carpathia. Probably 1,250 perish. Ismay safe. Mr. Astor may be noted. Names missing. And it shows a photograph of the Titanic, with the tugboat. Lost Titanic being towed out of Belfast Harbor. Partial list of the saves, and you can see Captain Smith. Now, I'm going to put this in high definition. I don't know if it'll make a difference because it's just so small. But that's the New York Times. You can see a nice picture of the Titanic. But the plastic case that it comes in kind of makes like a small easel. And you can have it stand up. And the piece of coal itself, it's not covered or in plastic. It's just kind of put into this small plastic crevice. It looks like it's glued into place. I hope I can get the camera to focus on this for you. But it's an actual piece of coal from the R.M.S. Titanic, and you can see by the model, the coal, the bunkers, would be along this part of the ship. To give you guys a better idea of where the coal bunkers would be stored on the ship, we'll go to the Titanic in Illustrated History. Actually, let me move that. And they've got a beautiful diagram of the ship. If I can actually, all right. Here we are. So as you can see, the boilers, let's see, how many boiler rooms? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 boiler rooms. And that would start just before the first funnel. So just before the first funnel, right about there, and it goes 6 deep, so there are 6 boiler rooms, and it goes back to just behind the 3rd funnel. As you can see. And you can see the coal bunkers where the coal was actually stored. So for every one boiler room, you can see there's a bulkhead that has the coal. So in the front of the ship, you'd have one bulkhead, one boiler room, and bulkhead, bulkhead, boiler room, and bulkhead, bulkhead, boiler room. So you would see the way the bulkheads feed the boiler rooms. So for each boiler room, you'd have 2 bulkheads that had were surrounding it. You can see the coal that was actually recovered, and I've shown you guys this piece of coal before. And you can see the sections of the ship that would have the coal in the boiler rooms. So you can see that the R.M.S. Titanic Incorporated out of Florida. And I don't think the camera's going to be able to focus on the fine writing on the bottom. I'll try. What I'll try to do is I'll try to take a photograph of all the important writing just so I can show it to you guys a little bit better. I do apologize. One of these days I'll be able to get a better camera. This one just seems to continuously go out of focus. But anyway, this is the commemorative of the 100th year piece of coal, and it makes a nice display. And you can see again the diagrams in the ship where the coal would be. So it may look small because it's a model, but let's see, it goes up to, it goes up above the water line anyway. So you figure the first one would be about on the bottom over there, somewhere over there, and it would go up to about there. So you're talking about 1, 2, maybe 3 decks. 1, 2, 3, yeah, at least 3 decks. And it would end, let's see, right about there. Of course, the 4th smokestack is not used, it's just for show. So you'd have 6 boiler rooms, and they'd be surrounded by the bulkheads that would store the coal. And again, this is the R.M.S. Titanic Incorporated. That one's out of Florida. I wonder where this one, it doesn't have the Florida on the bottom, but it has the same corporate seal. This was from 2009. And this one was from 2000. I believe I saw that. During the 2000 Titanic Research and Recovery Expedition, and it's got the object numbered, the weight. And it's nice, it actually comes from the 6 Bells mine, so this is cool how it gives a little bit more information. Accompanied by the corporate seal. And who is that? Arnie Geller, President, CEO, R.M.S. Titanic Incorporated. And a certificate number, like I said, I believe is 1010. And we got the piece of coal. And am I going to be able to zoom into that writing? Probably not. Like I said, hopefully I'll put up some photographs where you can read that. And I like how they have the back, the newspaper. from the New York Times. And this is a relatively inexpensive piece of history that would make a great addition to any Titanic collection. The collection and the distribution of the coal is the most uninvasive. You can see it, it's not going to hurt the ship. They don't tear through the bowels of the ship to get the coal. The coal was in the debris field. So any coal coming from the Titanic herself spilled out of her bulkheads when she broke in half and she settled on the ocean floor. And the break, let's see, just, I believe, around the third funnel or just after the third funnel. I'm going to close the book so I can show you guys the piece a little bit better. And if you have a Titanic fan in your life and you want to get them a little special treat or something special, remember, this is history. This isn't made up. This is actual coal that went down on the Titanic. Really nice. And I apologize for my shaky hands. You can still get these off eBay. I think I paid $20 for this. And think about $20. If you go to McDonald's and get a meal for $20 for a couple of people, you can go on eBay and for $20 you can get a piece of history. You can get an actual piece recovered from the R.M.S. Titanic. You can add to your Titanic collection. I will do some research on this a little more, and if I can get any more information about this piece of coal, I will put it up for you guys. But I just wanted to share this with you. Piece of coal from the R.M.S. Titanic. And I've got a couple more goodies to show you guys in the coming videos of my actual Titanic related artifacts. Yeah, some of them are replicas, but they're replicas, they're replicas copied from the originals. So until my next video, my friends, I shall talk to you soon.